What if you scribbled an idea on a napkin and it became a limitless scale tech company poised for exit? What if you had a vision of eliminating an inefficiency in your community, industry, or the world, and you had a chance to co-found a company and bring this product or service to the market? What if we could positively impact every social issue with tech? 10x Tech Tank is the #1 daily show for everything tech entrepreneurship. And whether you are technical or not, you will learn, be inspired, and witness transformation in the making. People will share tech ideas on napkins. People will showcase minimum viable tech products. People will explain their cash-flowing tech companies looking for acceleration. And if the person is right, and their idea is right, and the market is right, and the business model is right, then there's a great chance you will witness some serious magic. We are on a mission to build, scale, and sell 10,000 tech companies in 10 years. And we invite you to make history with us. Together, we achieve more.
Welcome to 10x Tech Tank. Jared Yellin here and
Eric Nowoslawski.
We are so excited to see you tonight. Thank you for showing up every night, Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time, to hear entrepreneurs from around the world pitch their dreams. Their dreams, which are tech ideas. Sometimes they're on a piece of paper like this. Other times they've gone a little bit deeper and they have a minimum viable tech product. And sometimes we have cash flowing tech companies looking for acceleration. And what we want to do is we want to say yes to take the next step with each entrepreneur. But the key is that we see the right person with the right idea in the right market and the right business model. And we need your help. We need your help to let us know what's right. If you love an idea, let us know in the chat. If you don't love an idea, kindly let us know in the chat as well. All right, let's kick it off. Who's our first entrepreneur tonight? What is your name and where are you calling in from?
Hi, good morning. So my name is Kathleen. Today I'm calling from Miami, Florida. How are you doing today?
Awesome, awesome, Kathleen. Great to see you. You got 3 minutes. Give us your big pitch. Go for it.
All right. So have any of you guys have been ever hospitalized or went to urgent care or a doctor's office and wonder, man, did I ever clean the diaphragm of the stethoscope? Well, guess what? There's been studies out there that says 85% of the diaphragm of the stethoscope carry pathogens such as C. diff, MRSA, and vancomycin-resistant bacteria. So that's why I invented Clean S, which is the same technology that they actually use in hospitals to to disinfect COVID rooms for patients. So I created a wearable device that you could attach to your diaphragm of your stethoscope that's able to sterilize the diaphragm for 60 seconds to kill these bacteria. So I'm here today looking for a partnership and a possible investor as well for my company.
Awesome. So is the device already made? Like, is it?
So it's patent pending. I sent it out to the laboratory to get tested with the same technology. I've noticed that it killed 99% of MRSA, and I need to do some adjustment for C. diff. So that's why I'm here today. So I could have some assistance to readjust the model to improve the device so we could put it on the market.
What's your background? What made you think of this?
I'm a nurse. I'm an ER nurse. I've been a nurse for 6 to 7 years.
And so what is the price point on this? And then is it kind of disposable where they use it every day, every hour, or can they use it for a month? How many do they have to buy?
Okay, so in order to make a device like this, it's going to cost between $10 to $11, right? Because the lighting itself is like 0.50 cents to 60 cents. And then we use a Duracell lithium battery, which is $2.64. And then the plastic, the molding is going to cost around like $5, five close to $6. So that's why I put $10 to $11, which includes like the packaging. Now, since it's battery operated, the lifespan it depends on the lifespan of the battery. So once the battery dies, you go to the store and you purchase new batteries.
Cool. And so now who is your buyer? Is it the individual doctor or is it the overall enterprise of the person who owns the hospital and the urgent care? So is it an enterprise sale or is it a transactional sale?
So I would like to sell this to the hospital industries, healthcare industries, right? And try to make it mandated, because based on the studies that I've seen, it should be mandated. So if the hospital industries or even medical companies purchase these, that would be good. And maybe later on we could sell it as an individual, but my main focus is to do corporate sales.
Cool. And what and maybe he says, what was the price point? What do you envision the price point?
10 to $11.
Well, no, so is that your cost or is that the price point that you want to?
Oh,
charge?
okay, no, so that's the cost to make. So the
Yeah.
price point, sorry.
Yeah.
So the price point is around $35.
Okay, cool.
And does a doctor only need one because it's battery operated and it cleans
Yeah,
itself?
it's just one and then, right.
Very interesting. So how do you go to market? Let's pretend we don't exist. How do you get awareness for this product and then get it integrated into hospitals, doctors' offices from around the world?
Well, social media is one platform that we could market, right? Because we need to actually put out awareness, because a lot of people are not aware that these diaphragms actually carry these pathogens. So social media is the biggest platform for marketing.
Got it. Cool. Who would be like, if you had to think of anyone to stand behind this, endorse this, to really start to accelerate it forward, who would be that person? Who's that influencer in the space of medicine that you feel could stand behind it and really get this thing out for you?
The influencers medical professionals, especially physicians.
So what would be the pitch to the physician? Like, what would you say to the physician to have them stand on whatever platform they're going to stand on and say, everybody needs to use this? What would be the pitch to them in 30 seconds?
Well, the pitch would be, 30 seconds would be, listen, the same protocol that we use to wash our hands daily, it should be implied for the same protocol for diaphragms. You go to a patient room with C. diff, okay, and then you don't sanitize or sterilize your diaphragm, then most likely the other patient that you're going to encounter is going to have the same infection, right? So let's try to help decrease the hospital infection rates, because every time when a patient actually gets a hospital-acquired infection, guess what? The hospital ends up paying for that cost, right? And usually that cost is $14,000. So if we go ahead and advocate to clean your diaphragm, the hospital would be definitely interested, because they don't have to, the likely of paying $14,000 per infection rate that's acquired in a hospital would be decreased dramatically. So it's a hand-on-hand situation.
Well, very well done. All right, everybody that's watching this, what do you think of this idea? Would it be something that you would want your doctor to use? Obviously, the answer is yes, but please in the chat, share what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts on due diligence?
So I think that this is an idea that people definitely would want to have. I would, in the due diligence process, something that I would want to look at is what is the return on investment for the hospital? Like, how many people are actually getting infected from a diaphragm to diaphragm bacterial transfer? And you might already know that, and we just didn't get into it. We'll just get into that a little bit deeper. I'm very interested in this idea. I'm very interested in you as well, how far you've come and how easily you've been able to, well, maybe not easily, but easily transfer the idea to us, but then also you've created the prototype and all of those things. So I'm very impressed.
So you do get a trophy. You pitched your entire idea in 60 seconds. Like, kudos to you.
Yeah,
really
that's true.
Awesome. Like, being able to succinctly share a problem and a solution the way you did is exceptional. I would like to move forward as well with due diligence. So great job. Thank you for showing up to the tank. You did an awesome job. Enjoy the rest of your time. Amazing. Thank you so much. All right. After this commercial break, we're gonna have an amazing entrepreneur with another big idea. We'll be back with you soon.
The insurance adjuster industry has not received much love in the space of innovation, ever. Professionals in this industry are faced with extremely arduous processes that make scaling difficult and quality of life poor. Claim Guru assists public adjusting businesses by providing powerful tools for managing every step of the claim process, from origination to settlement and beyond. In addition, Claim Guru will help professionals stay on top of their adjusting caseload, proactively guiding them through the process, which makes the customer experience significantly enhanced. Our client-centric approach helps to increase your company's capacity, providing you with the tools you need to grow and succeed. From lead management, contract execution, scheduling, claims filing, claims management, loss scoping, loss documentation, document creation and distribution, file transferring, claim activity documentation, task reminders and organization, form filling and filing, payment intake and distribution. The process is currently way too complex and time-consuming to allow for maximum profits. Until now, we invite you to take your public adjusting business to the next level by hiring a guru, the one and only Claim Guru.
All right, we're back. Who's coming to the tank?
Let's see.
Are you going to be feisty to this person?
I'm probably going to be
Like,
feisty.
I could tell
Yeah,
you, there's going to be some feisty. In this
Yeah,
person.
because, you know, that we've been pitched so many ideas and I could just feel it just coming out of me. Like
Yeah.
I've been too supportive for too long. I feel like I just gotta like push
Yeah,
a little bit more.
This is that social cougar, right?
Yeah,
You talked to that? I
yeah.
don't think it was cougar.
No, it was
I don't know.
leopard.
Leopard.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. All right, who's up on the tank with us? Where are you calling in from and what is your name?
Hi, I'm Dominique. I'm calling from Pennsylvania.
Awesome.
Oh, great.
Thank you for calling in, and you got 3 minutes to share your big tech idea. Go for it.
Okay. Hi, guys. I'm Dominique. You can call me Dom. I like to refer to myself as Dom the mom, though, because for the past 20 years, my greatest joy and blessing has been being a mom. But it has also posed one of my greatest challenges, which is how do I stay home with my kids and still bring in an income? This has been a great pain point amongst all of my friends and coworkers for as long as I can remember. And like Grant always says, he said it a million times, right? When his dad passed away, his mom lived in fear constantly. And I have honestly, seriously felt that for 20 years. How do I always be there for my kids and bring in an income? So Mentor Mamas was born. Mentor Mamas is a hobby sharing website for women, much like Skillshare in Udemy is a skill sharing website for professionals. So Mentor Mamas allows women to be able to share anything from cooking, gardening, and baking to even professional women can share financial planning and fitness classes, and occupational therapists can share their talents and skills as well. So I'm going to share my screen and show you what I've built so far. Can you see my screen?
Yep, perfect.
Okay. So I put Mentor Mamas on Kajabi, and the whole reason why I knew how to do this is because I've owned a couple of businesses in my lifetime. I owned a brick and mortar gym, and then I moved into online. So my business partner and I built an online website called My Virtual Y for the YMCA, and it went from concept to paper to computer. We developed a turnkey system for all of the aerobics instructors in which we taught them what to buy, how to film their group X instructors, and then send it to us. And then we would put royalty-free music to the classes and put it on. And it was for all the YMCA members. It was a super cool website because it was personal. And here's the thing. People knew the instructors. It wasn't celebrity instructors. It was their neighborhood instructor. And they really connected to that. So Mentor Mamas, you can really connect to who you know as well. So we're building tribes with these women. And as you can see, we have a mentor membership and a student membership. And I kept the site super clean and easy. Moms are busy. They don't want to mess with complicated websites. So it's clean, it's easy. Teach what you know or learn new skills, become a mentor or become a student. It's really that simple. And then once they purchase their classes, they can go to their library, and let me move this over. And then they'll have all of their classes in their library. And the big thing is the revenue streams. Okay, so there's four revenue streams. The organic traffic is 50-50 split. Then we give each mentor a coupon. Then they bring in their own friends and family to the classes, and it's a 75-25 split. And then you move into ad revenue and affiliate marketing. Now, it's a pay-per-course model. I don't like the subscription model, even though that's how I did my virtual Y. I just don't like that because with my demographic, they're not going to
30 seconds. We got some questions for you.
They're not going to pay for something that they might not use every month. So that I am my demographic. I am the soccer mom. I know what they need. I've already done this once. I've built it once. I can do it again. And I have done it again. I've already launched it. So there you go.
Certainty is undeniable. I love it. So what's the average price point for each of the courses on the platform?
So they'll range from $9.99 to $199. So about $10 to $200.
And are you going out and like sourcing these mentor moms? Like, so you want people that have knowledge and also you want people that want to learn something. How are you getting both sides of the marketplace fulfilled?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's all about networking. So you infiltrate those MOPS groups, the mothers. I know this is kind of out of your wheelhouse because you guys, you're not really stay-at-home moms or anything, but you infiltrate the MOP groups, the mothers or preschoolers. You get on the mom blogs. It's really a boots on the ground effort, and then word of mouth, it will spread quickly. Like I said, I've already seen it happen when we did it before with the YMCA.
What's your revenue to date with Mentor Moms?
I'm just starting to launch, so no revenue. I just built
Oh,
the
great.
site. Yep.
Cool.
So what's with the courses, what kind of transformation are you creating in somebody? If they go through the course, they listen to everything, they implement all of the actions, where do they start and where do they end?
So I don't want you to think of it as so much as a transformation. There's a hole in the market right now for women. There's a hole in the market for stay-at-home moms, housewives, or even career women that are looking to just be better at their hobbies. It's not so much as I want to build this new skill set and go out and get a job, or I want to reverse engineer a whole program. It's simply, I want to make the best Christmas cookies at the Christmas party this year. So I want to learn from another woman. You know, it's kind of like 10xing your hobbies. It's like, I'm a regular woman, but I want to Martha Stewart my hobbies kind of thing.
Cool. So do you feel restricted by Kajabi, or is Kajabi providing you?
I feel restricted by Kajabi. It's a great proof of concept, and it's a great place to start because I've already, like I said, I've worked with an IT team. I've learned the back end. I did all that myself, where it was a super complicated back end where we divided up all of the revenue to all the Ys that we had on board. I used Stripe, and then I would give them their API codes, and when the revenue came in, it would automatically be distributed. So I know where I want this to go, but I am definitely limited on Kajabi.
So quickly, where do you want it to go? The reason I'm asking is that what we do is we launch tech companies. We launch Kajabis. Like that's the kind of concept of what we do versus launching courses on Kajabi. So I want to see, where do you want this platform to go so we can see if we're the right partner for you.
I would like it to be a customized platform that would give each mentor their own login, whereas right now in Kajabi, that's one of my biggest limitations. They have to use my login to get in, and then they would each have their own dashboard, and then they could upload their videos right there. I would have to approve them, of course, and then we would just set them free, and it would create a passive income for the women that they could keep checking their dashboard. They could make a course one time, and I would teach them how to keep promoting it on their social media sites, and they could seriously keep making passive income for years to come from that one course that they put on. But you're right, it does need a customized platform.
Cool. All right. So everybody that's watching this live with us, would you use Mentor Mamas? First off, I love the fact that you, as a mom, you put that first, but you also recognize that you wanted to produce and to create something in the world. And that's inspiring for your kids. So kudos to you for doing that. I want to applaud you. What are your thoughts on next?
I mean, I want to applaud you as well, you know, kind of being this leader and wanting to take leadership to bring moms forward as well. I really want to honor you for that. So I would really want to challenge you to think of what utility do moms need in order to do all of these things. I think education is great. But when we're building tech products, what we want to think about is like, what's the utility that is going to make somebody say, I can't live without this. I'm paying $10 a month. I would pay $100 a month because this utility is so awesome. I think you're definitely the right person to do it. You know the marketplace better, definitely better than we do. And you know exactly what these moms need. I would just challenge to think about, let's think about the education, but let's also think about the tool that they would be using. And let's go build that tool instead of just the education.
Yeah, I would challenge that too, because right now, if somebody wanted to figure out how to make the best Christmas cookies, they could go onto YouTube, type in best Christmas cookies, probably waste a lot of time, but they might find what they're ultimately looking for. Whereas there's something that's missing in a mom's life when they want to improve their hobby, improve their life. And like Eric said, it's utility that I can't live without. So I'm a yes to you. Like your certainty is unwavering. I love it. We're going to send you an exercise to go through. It's these 10 questions. Dig into these questions because it's going to force you to start expanding the way that you look at the problem and then this new solution that will emerge. And I can't see what comes from it. But great job. Thanks for coming to the tank. We appreciate you in the chat. Let us know, what do you think about Mentor Moms? All right, we'll be back after this commercial break.
Thanks, guys.
What if there was a way to guarantee farm fresh produce in the home of every family in your zip code? What if you and your family could launch a business out of your home, place of worship, or anywhere you desire? What if you could become part of the solution to current healthcare crisis that plagues our world? What if you could become your local farm bridge? We are on a mission to find one local health enthusiast in every zip code from around the world to launch a local farmers market. This business opportunity will take only a few hours a week and produce significant income for you and your family. Plus, it's a force for good as we unite and simplify the process of connecting local farmers with local families so that farm fresh produce exists within every home in your community. We are on a mission to revitalize our soil, help the farmers who work tirelessly to provide high nutrient foods to our families, and strengthen the health of our nation that has been manipulated into consuming low nutrient, ultra processed foods. Together, we can grow the number of thriving, sustainable farms and increase human health and longevity through creating ease in access to high nutrient foods. Spots are limited and zip codes are being claimed quickly, so if you could see yourself as part of the solution, we invite you to join our movement.
We're back. What do you think? Who do you think these next entrepreneurs going to be? What do you think their idea is going to be?
Well,
What
see,
do you
no,
think
that's
about that?
that's the most incredible part about the tank is we have no clue. Like I couldn't even tell you what the next person is even going to be.
So
talking
who's with us here? What is your name and where are you calling in from?
So my name is Elijah Holston and I'm calling in from Idaho.
Awesome. Welcome from Idaho. You got 3 minutes. Give us the big pitch. Go for it.
Okay, well, thank you so much for letting me come on here. I'm super hyped. So pretty much what I'm doing, I'm building a writers club. And it's all based off of the stat that 85% of people in the United States want to write a book and hardly anybody does. And those that do can there's so many steps to the writing process and hardly any actually get to the final product of like having a book in their hand and getting it published. So this club, I'm building a community to help them publish their books and get it all the way to the end. So there's a bunch of really legit features. So the first feature is I'm interviewing a ton of writers in all different aspects, all different professionals from the field. So like authors, of course, and the editors, publishers, even like freaking book cover designers, like everybody. So I'm doing like 30-minute interviews and I'm cutting these into like short little videos. And I'm gonna be posting these up on the app like every day, a short little video. So then writers can come in there and literally search up any topic about writing, and this will help them from professionals. And then the next feature is called Quicks, and this is the most the craziest feature in this app, and it's called Quicks. So pretty much it's based off of this thing that I've noticed that really helps me as a creative, because I'm a writer as well, and to help me creatively come up with ideas, what I'll do, it's kind of like a reel. It's kind of like Instagram Reels or TikTok. So what I'll do, I'll post a word. It's just a totally random word. And then writers have 24 hours to come up with a 60-second or less video based on that word. And it sounds a little crazy, but the thing is that this will really help people creatively come up with ideas, which will help them come up with whatever. And this will really help them creatively. I know it will help writers. So then the next feature is going to be a feed. So it's kind of like a social media of sorts, but specifically for writers. So any writers can post anything about writing, anything about that, and people can comment and there'll be a bunch of community right there. And then there'll also be a private chat. So the main reason for the private chat is if people find people that they want to talk to, they can collaborate or anything along those lines, or even if they just want to talk. And then the next feature is going to be a library. So there's going to be this library where writers can upload their documents and their stories in document format, and then any other users can come and view those. So there'll be a huge list, and it'll be sorted by genre, and then anybody can view these and read them. So we could also market it to readers as well. So then pretty much so it's like a social media of sorts with a bunch of really cool features to make it even special. So the cost, it will be $1.99 a month for the first 1,000 users. Then we build that first community and that first base. And then from there, I'll bump it to $4.99 a month. And so for competition, there's apps, there's communities and platforms like Vocal and Medium, and then
30 seconds left, by the way. And then we have some questions.
Okay, there's a ton of Facebook groups or whatever. But one thing that I noticed is that I've been a writer since I was 6. So for 13 years, I've been writing, and I've always searched up writer clubs. And I've never seen any of these things. So none of them are omnipresent. So that's what I'm going to do. So if anybody writes up Writers Talk or Writers Club or anything about writing, Writers Talk is going to be right there at top.
Awesome, Elijah. Thanks, man. Great job. And when you said $1.99, is that $1.99 or $199 per month?
No, it's gonna be $1.199.
Okay, good. Okay, yeah.
$1.99.
Good.
So now where did you get that stat that 85% of people want to become authors?
I read this book by an author. It was called The Miracle Morning, and he said that I forget where he found the stat, but he said,
I wonder how many people actually really do want to become an author. Okay, interesting. So I heard a lot of things. What I'm not fully understanding is what is capable on your platform that is not capable on a Facebook group.
okay, so what the difference is that you're gonna the main two features that differentiate this from anything else is the videos, the daily videos, and of course you can get that on YouTube, but this is going to be specific and it'll be on one platform, and then it'll be super easy to search and everything. And the next feature is the quicks that I was telling you about, and that isn't anywhere that I've looked, and that really helps people creatively come up with ideas, and it just sparks the creative brain.
The clicks, like the posting the word for creative.
Yeah, and it's pretty much people can film themselves, come up with a 60-second video on the spot. So they have to, right when they see the word, they have to come up with it right on the spot.
Cool. So I got a question. So I have someone in my family who's been in a writing club for like 30 years. And it's a group of people that get together on a monthly basis. They're reading things, and then they're coming up and they're doing in their meetings each week, someone's presenting what they wrote. So that's where I thought you were going with this, is that this would become like a utility for writers to collaborate around pieces of work. Is that the vision of where it goes, or it's more just to stimulate their just writing in general, but not necessarily share their writing with one another?
They can share their writing. So like what I was talking about, the library feature on it. So writers can upload their stories to it, and then other users can like give reviews on it, because I did a bunch of I asked a lot of questions like Facebook groups, writer Facebook groups, and I was like, hey, what's one thing that you really want? And a bunch of people were saying that they wish that they could have people review their work, and like other writers like get reviews from peers. So that's one going to be another features that I forgot to mention, is that on the stories that they upload, people can like either like upvote it or downvote it, and then there'll be like a chat where people can give either negative criticism or like praise for it.
And do you see that publishers would want to be part of this, or like, how does that work? Like with this work getting published, and where does that fit into the equation?
I think down the road, publishers could be involved. For right now, I'm just marketing it toward writers. And even like once we get like 1,000 or 2 users on it, I'm sure we could also target readers.
How do you get your first 1,000 users?
So pretty much what I've done, I've interviewed over 30 writers so far, some like with big names and some with not so big names. And my goal is to do 100 writers before it launches. So all these people have their own little platforms, some larger than others. So then right when I launch it, I'll tell them, hey, your videos are up live on the app, and tell everybody you know. And I've had a bunch of people say, I can't wait to promote this.
Cool. I like you a lot, Elijah. Let's see what the crowd thinks. So what are your thoughts on this idea? If you are a writer and you aspire to write a book, would you join this community? Would you benefit from having the access to other writers and potentially collaborating on your work as well? What are your thoughts on next steps?
So for next steps, I think I would just wanted to put out a little bit of a challenge and maybe provide Elijah with the 10 questions document that we have as well. I think you're right on the cusp of being 10x better than a Facebook group. And I'm just not seeing exactly how, because there are things that you're mentioning, right, but are completely possible on a Facebook group. So you could put up the clicks and then people could comment with their videos. You could, people could be posting their work in a Facebook group. I think I just need to hear more about your idea. 3 minutes is a tough time to wrap everything around. And, you know, I like you, and I like also the idea that you're pursuing. I read about a book a week, so I'm a big fan of books. I am not a writer though, so maybe I fit into that 85% as well. But I think I just want to hear a little bit more about the idea before we go anywhere else. But thank you for presenting and pitching.
So I'm going to challenge. I think it's a good idea. So I think we should do due diligence.
Okay.
I think there's a space for collaboration in the space of writing that doesn't exist, that couldn't happen in Facebook groups right now. Because Facebook groups could have a video that stimulates a thought, but if somebody writes something and then puts it somewhere, most likely it's on like a Google Doc, and they'll all be commenting on a Google Doc versus a centralized location they could share with specific people in their writing club. I think there's a space for an online writing community. Let's see what the audience thinks. Let us know, what do you think of Elijah's idea? Elijah, you did a wonderful job. Thank you for showing up. Incredible certainty. You really helped yourself together well. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. All right, after this commercial break, we've got another entrepreneur coming for you.
What if you could increase profit and transparency on your farm for generations to come? What if you were able to save dozens of hours each month? What if you were able to reduce the time and stress spent on bookkeeping during harvest season? What if we had an answer to your prayers? The solution is called Field Pocket. Field Pocket is a software application to keep track of farmers' harvest data. From grain contracts to managing delivery tickets and settlement sheets to linking all the documents in organized reports. The app automates previously manual tasks on the farm to create a more efficient and reliable tracking system for farmers, allowing them to ditch their paper and pen approach and automate data analysis related to grain tracking and payments. But enough of the tech talk. Field Pocket will give you time to spend with your children. Field Pocket will eliminate the stress of running the business of the farm. Field Pocket will reap you benefits that you never thought possible. Here at Field Pocket, we aim to increase your quality of life on the farm for generations to come. Simple as that. We invite you to join a Field Pocket family so that you have more time for your family.
All right, we're back. So what do you think our next entrepreneurs? What do you think they're going to
I keep telling you, I have no clue
Yeah, but
because
we're doing this
it's
for a
the
reason. We
amazing
don't
part.
know. We don't know who comes on the show.
Exactly.
Every episode, we hear it for the first time that you hear it. So who's our next entrepreneur with us?
Oh, we got two.
You were telling me on a commercial break, I need to roll my sleeves up here.
Yeah, kind of like you've got like a big lizard thing kind of going on your hands.
Lizard thing.
You know,
Yeah, I
like-
get that. I can see
yeah.
that.
What are those things called with the
Listen, I don't want to distract you, Biggie. I don't want to
Yeah.
distract you.
Thank
There you
you.
All right.
Awesome. Where are you guys calling in from and what is your name?
We are Brittany and Brandon Sheilak, and we are in LaGrange, Central Texas.
Awesome.
Oh,
All right, you
excellent.
got 3 minutes. Share your big tech idea.
You got it. All right, so our idea starts when we were in a real estate business in College Station. We were looking for ways to, we needed more help in hiring. We couldn't find it. So what we did was we tapped into the local students, the local youth in the community, and we were able to help with our idea. The problem that we're solving is the current educational model is just not preparing our youth for the new, more flexible job market. So that was the problem the problem that we set out to solve. We went to Fiverr, we went to Thumbtack, we went to Craigslist and and other kind of platforms that allowed us to find talent, and it just wouldn't fit. So what we decided to do is we decided to create our own, and we went to we needed something youth focused. We wanted to be local focused and very entry level focused. So less remote work, less that type of stuff, but more we needed we needed bodies in the ground to run these small businesses. And so we called it the platform, and it was a way for the students to jump on board, and we took our job descriptions and broke them down into projects and tasks, and were able to hire. So what it ultimately allowed us to do was to create a pipeline for workers coming into our businesses while we were training the students there at Texas A&M. And the main product features that differentiated us are the gamified training processes, safety protocols, task unlocking, and service-based e-commerce. It has we currently have a beta, and it currently has several of these other features, but those are the main ones that differentiate us. Our go-to-market.
Make money. How does it make money right now?
So it's transactional based. So just think of car sharing and Airbnb. You have a project that say I need a place to stay, or I need to go from point A to point B. It's just a transactional.
For what kind of projects are being posted? I know it's just beta users, but what kind of projects are being posted now?
So right now they're all in the agricultural. So where our focus right now is teaching. We're a homeschool family of 4. We have a pretty vibrant homeschool community, and we're building gardens around the community. And then we have a market in our community where all of this produce is coming. So we have a market and / home school where the youth come to you know, we go out to the gardens, and, you know, that's what we're using it for right now. When we started using it, it was all real estate based. Our background is real estate, building homes, managing, you know, that whole stuff. So that's what we built it around. But where we're using it right now in our day-to-day lives is for our kids and our homeschool community, and agricultural based.
But how do you see like fueling? I love this concept, by the way. How do you fuel both sides of the marketplace? Like we need to get like millions of youth, right? And then millions of projects. Like how do we get there?
You know, the first side is the huge problem with the small business. Everybody's hiring. So they're all raising their hand. They need a solution to figure out the hiring. And right now they're all competing with one another. So they're, you know, for 25 cents an hour, one will jump from one spot to the next stop. And this concept is, you know, getting them to work together. So, you know, our employees are working at various different areas. So the other side is the students. So it's the parents, it's the student, we're talking to the ISDs and, you know, getting them to work either incongruent with them, or, you know, the homeschool community is doing this. This is what we do. We're living this. So we want to be able to tap into, you know, we've developed entrepreneurship programs, internship programs that help get these youth into you know, this kind of method of, you know, gaining these skills.
So I happen to think this is an interesting idea. Like homeschooling has obviously exploded with COVID and is only going to go even further. I'm not going to get political on here, but it's going to go even further.
Yeah.
So I think there's an opportunity here. But what are your questions you get?
So you mentioned gamified training platform. What part of that is gamified?
So what we have built in right now, it's just kind of a rating system. That's what we've learned is there's an opportunity to where we can gamify kind of the front part of it. So before the youth step into the business, we know that they've gone in and watched a YouTube video on customer service and how that applies. So at least that they know that they've gained some wisdom, and they have a little bit of knowledge. And the idea is to somehow gamify that, where, okay, one of the projects before they go in, maybe to go sit for an hour at the local car dealership and just take notes and really look at what it is that they're doing from a customer service standpoint. Now that's a project that they do prior to going into working in a small business for customer service. So the only thing that we have built right now is, you know, just a rating system, and a kind of a digital resume type thing. But that's where we see it. Where we're getting really excited about is being able to create some of the content ourselves, so that they can basically get in there and do it themselves and do some of the learning before they come into the business.
As far as growth, what are your biggest needs right now? Are you looking for capital? Are you looking for promotion? Are you looking for team? What have you identified as your biggest need?
Do you want to?
Yeah, so we've identified marketing, brand development, IT, sales, and curriculum development. I think really the next step is really taking the curriculum development and building that component. And then the other is just branding and messaging, and really positioning this so that the idea is not just it's not just another Craigslist and another TaskRabbit or something like that. It's very education focused. It's a supplement to the public school, or it's a supplement to whatever education that you're currently doing.
What is the name of it right now?
We titled it The Platform. I think we want to rebrand that, just because I'm tired of spelling out platform. We was a play on platform and on a forum board. It's get shit done. It's learning to work. It's
Cool. All right, so everybody that's watching it, what are your thoughts on the platform, which might have a new name? But let us know, what are your thoughts? Would you want your youth to use this platform as a small business owner? Would you use this platform as well? Eric, what are your thoughts on next steps?
So when I was doing some advocacy for the minimum wage in New Jersey, the biggest thing that business owners would tell us is they said, if the minimum wage goes up, I really can't hire entry-level people, because it's really not worth $15 to have this person mucking around my business and bringing them in. So there was a tough barrier to entry for these entry-level workers to even get experience to be able to even earn that $15 an hour. So I think what this is doing is allowing those people to to start gaining those skills and possibly getting some contractual jobs as well, correct? Where right? And so now an employer wouldn't have to take on all of the risk of bringing on somebody completely onto their books, but then they also wouldn't have to take on the risk of giving this person that experience and all of those things. So I think it's a really interesting idea. I think I would want to expand the utility and the tools around it, but I'd love to dig deeper about it to see where we can take it.
Yeah, and for the reason I said before, like, if this is just for the homeschooling families, it's going to explode. It's I think one of the biggest trends is going to be the homeschooling market. So yeah, I would like to move forward with you as well. I'm curious to see what the chat thinks. You guys did a great job. Thank you so much for presenting the platform. This is a need. Anything that's going to stimulate the next generation of entrepreneurs, we're a yes for. So wonderful job. For all of you that watched, we appreciate you. Thank you for showing up. If this is your first episode, make sure you head over to 10xtechtank.com and sign up on that page so that we can notify you before we go live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Pacific Time. We also have a cool gift for you. It's called the Perfect Pitch Kit. If you're going to pitch anywhere, whether it's in the tank, which we hope it is, or to get investment or a strategic alliance or even a business partner, you're going to want the Perfect Pitch Kit. It's a 60-minute training with a manual and an actual template that you can use to personalize it to meet your pitching needs. In addition, stop sitting on the fence. Stop sitting on the fence. I know you have an idea right now. I know that you do. Every time that you watch another entrepreneur pitch, you keep thinking to yourself, someday that'll be me. What if that someday was today? Head over right now, 10xtechtank.com, submit your idea. Submit it with certainty. When you submit it, our team is going to review it. And if we see potential, you're going to be on the tank. We appreciate you. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
Which napkin will become the next exit? Which MVP will evolve into a unicorn? Which cash-flowing tech company will reach the next level? Our hope and desire is that it's yours. Your idea, your MVP, your cash-flowing tech company. Now is your time. Head over to 10xincubator.com and submit your idea so that you get on the tank and give us the chance to transform your napkin into an exit. That's 10xincubator.com. That's 10xincubator.com. Let's go.